So a man who is walking under the yoke of sin, he may have light, but it's not shining. I began by telling you, all of us here may have light, but how many of us are shining is a different subject entirely. And this has nothing to do with preaching. I may be preaching to you and be wrought in darkness, because the way you shine is to beam righteousness. Because darkness is sin and iniquity. Look at the way the Bible puts it. In John 3:19, it said, Jesus brought salvation to the world. He said, but men chose darkness because their deeds are evil. So when people live in sin, when people live in iniquity, they are under the yoke of darkness. They are not shining. Romans 13 verse 12, the Bible said, we shall cast off the works of darkness and put on the armor of light. Too many believers are in darkness while they are yet carrying light. The Bible said, what business does light have to do with darkness? When did a born-again, tongue-speaking Christian become a fornicator? When did he become a liar? And it's a lifestyle. Yet he comes to church and lead the choir. Some people come from the bed of fornication and sing because we think singing is about a good voice. And because we sing and the emotions of people are touched, we think the heavens are rejoicing. What they hear there is not melody. What they hear there is the glory that comes out of you. Because when you sing, your voice is a channel that dispenses glory. And when what comes out of you is iniquity, they can't pick it. The Bible said the prayers of the saints are sent to heaven as odors. They are stored in golden vials. So what leaves us has a different texture in the spirit. This is why if we don't rule over sickness, over sin, over death, we are not shining. I don't argue that we have light or not. But the question is, are you still involved in secret sin? You are in darkness. In 1 Corinthians 6:17, he said, come out from among them. He said, touch not the unclean thing. He said, they that bear the vessels of God must be clean. We must be clean. Purity is a dimension of shining. You are not shining until you can live pure. Philippians 2:15 tells us to live blameless in this crooked world. We should live blameless as people shining forth. So the way we shine is to live blameless. If we are still under the yoke of sin, we are not shining. I need you to pay attention to these things, because this is the goal of the meeting. The goal of the meeting is for you to shine, and to shine is to manifest wisdom. The goal of the meeting is for you to shine, and to shine is to live blameless. He said, the standard of the Lord standeth sure. He said, therefore the Lord knoweth them that are his. He said, they that name the name of the Lord must depart from iniquity. He said, for in a great house there are many vessels. Some are made of gold, some are of silver, some of wood, and some of clay. He said, if a man purges himself for these things, if he purges himself from these things, he said that man is meet, qualified, worthy of the master's use. Your destiny can't come alive, sir. Your glory can't be seen until you fight the battle against sin, deploying the resources of grace. Peter was speaking in 2 Peter 2 verse 22. He tells us to turn away from every sensual desire. We should kick it away. That means we have the power to do it. He said we should turn away from it. That's Paul speaking now. 2 Timothy 2:22. And then 1 Peter 2:11. He said, flee youthful lust. Rather pursue holiness. Pursue all the virtues of God. So we can. Paul said, I beat my body. I bring it under subjection. See, there are certain shining that I know in the public. Purity is one of it. Wisdom can be shining in the public. Purity is shining in the private. You need both of them. The problem with our generation is that we have perfected church cliche, but deep down we are decayed. This is why when we rise up against Satan, there's no power. Because we are truly not shining. We are making the impression that we are shining, but we are not.